Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm back, I'm working on the woodshed today here. Well, what's going to be a woodshed. It used to be my old mill shed, but I'm going to turn it into a firewood shed to stack firewood in. So I'll just give you a bit of an update on what I'm doing here. I've got the new center post in place, and I got the header put up. It's not the prettiest thing, but it'll do the job for sure. I just been kind of using whatever lumber I had kicking around here, so I'll show you what I got going on here. Trying to get this done before it's supposed to start raining today, so at some point. But so I've still got the jack in place to hold her up just until I get it all finished. But there's the new center post, and this time, rather than burying it, I just put it on a patio slab because I don't have any concrete, so I can't concrete it in place. So that's the next best way to do it, I think. That way it's out of the ground and it won't rot. It's here, same style of setup. Patio slab on the bottom. Now you can see I just cut the old beam off, the old corner post, because I didn't want to go to the trouble of removing all those boards because the new mill shed is backed right up against it. So that was just going to be a real pain. I put the new header in, one side to the other. I got one center post. Still got to remove the old ones here. But then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scab a chunk into there, and then I'm just going to put some sideboards on all the way around to close it in. That'll be more than plenty enough to support it. And now what I'm going to do now is you can see I got the clamp up there. I hope you can see that right there. There's a wood clamp, so I've got that header off the new mill shed, and this is the old one we're working on, and I've got it clamped together. I pulled it back with the tractor, and it actually worked pretty good. I'm using one of my old man's tree ropes, which is working great. So I was able to pull it back enough to get it. I had about a 6-inch gap. I had to pull it back, and it's down to about say quarter inch, 3/8, and that is just because I got a steel bracket on the old mill holding the header to the front up post. So that's what's and it's just the screw head stopping it from going any further. But so what I'm going to do now is I got my drill with, this is the only wood bit I have, so it's long enough to go through both of them. I think it's a 3/4, I think, and the only threaded rod I had was 1/2 inch. So, but I was able to find a couple of I don't even know what this is from, but it's washers or something from something I had, and they're 1/2 inch holes, and they're probably 1.5 inches by 1.25 inches maybe. So that'll work good for washers. So, and like I say, it's still going to be supported on the back, so it's not like that is holding a whole lot of weight. It's more or less just kind of getting them so they're at the same angle and it doesn't look weird. So, because before you could tell the old mill shed was leaning back. So I'm going to drill that hole, and then I can put the threaded rod in there. Hopefully I can get you guys up there. Maybe not. It's kind of dark in here because there's no sun, so, but you guys will get the idea. Gotta find something to stand on. might be hard drilling because I'm drilling through a layer of oak as well. I might have to move these slabs here because this is a good way to break your wrist. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something different here because I can't get any pressure on it. So well, we got through the oak, I think. Bit of a trick. I think that's, ow, that's really hot. There we go. I think this bit's getting kind of dull. Looks like it is. Yeah, she's dull. I had this bit since I worked for Bell. That was, oh God, over 10 years ago now. She's getting dull though. But we got her. So, the, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Too dark. Too dark. So you can see up there, you can see right through. So we're gonna, it's actually fairly centered too. So I'm gonna put the, right there. So I'll put the piece of threaded rod through there, and then I'll tighten it up, and it should work. You can see these are the little brackets I got. I don't know where they're from, but, and then I just got a 1/2 inch threaded rod, and put her through there, like that. I'll go around to the other side here. Now obviously the threaded rod's way too long, but I can just bring the cordless grinder out here and cut it off with the cut off wheel, and we'll be good to go. We'll see if I can get some of that. I should be able to get some of that gap out with threading this together, I would think. I don't even know if I need to hold that side. Yep, I do. Guess I could cut the extra length off now and then go grab the 1/2 inch cordless impact. But yeah, it's definitely sucking that in. We're down to about 1/8 of an inch gap now, so that's good. Yep, it's closing up. Closed her up pretty, yeah, 1/16 of an inch now. And it's not real tight. I bet you I could keep going on that. Maybe I'll go over to this side. I can't see if that's gonna, it might spin because I can't hold it. And I can't. Where are we here? I don't know if I can get on there or not. Not even put her on the right way. There. Well, we're sinking that flat washer in pretty, just starting to there now, so I don't want to go any further than that. But that worked good. This clamp's probably a bit loose, but I can take that off, I think, no problem now. I just used a simple wood clamp to pull the rest of the slack out once I pulled it with the tractor. There. That's that. Now I can come back later with the cordless grinder and just cut those off so they aren't sticking out. That's good. I'm going to show you here. So we got that up there. And I'll show you the gap here. We pretty much took the gap right out now. You can see there's might be a 1/16 of an inch, if that, but it's definitely flush. We got that there. So I got about a foot left of extra rod, so I'll just come with the grinder and cut her off kind of close to the threads there, and I'll have a spare piece of threaded rod. But that's good. I'm happy with that. And I don't think I showed you before, but you can see, so this is the new one. This is the new mill shed beam. That's I don't even know what it is. I think it's like a 5x12 ash beam. But anyways, so that's the new one, and this is the old one. Obviously it's all weathered, but you can see the gap is pretty even all the way up. I would say within 1/2 of an inch. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get it perfect just because the bottom of the beam was actually to be able to bring it perfectly level, I was gonna have to actually move the beam back, if you know what I mean. So, but that's good enough for me. At least they're together now, and it looks a lot better, because it was obvious that they were and you look down there, you can just see, I can see that ash beam, and the other one I can just see the far beam on the other end of the mill. So everything's pretty true now. So like I was saying, I just got to do the two corners. I got to do that one still, and then this one here, but that won't be much. And then I can take the, once I get those done, I can take the weight off the jack and then unhook the tractor, take the rope off, and then should be good. And then I'm just gonna fill in all around the dirt here. I'm just gonna bring the tractor, and I gotta fill in that hole, the old post hole still, and then that one I started to, but it was mostly sawdust right there. So I'm going to, I stopped filling it in because it was just mostly sawdust, and obviously that's not gonna last. So I got some 3/4 clear stone over there extra, so I will grab that and then I'll put it in here. I'd like to get it maybe say 4 inches thick. It's not a very big area, so at least get it dressed out with some clear stone, and then I'm gonna put skids down, and then I can pile wood in here. Should be able to get at least three rows in here, and it's got to be, well, it's probably 7 feet at the back. Well, yeah, because that's what that post was at the back. 7 foot post, and at the front it's probably 8 feet. So hoping to just fill it right full. And what's going in there is all that slab wood, and you can't see it, but way over there there's another pile of slab wood. So once I get all that cut up, I'm gonna fill this with most of it. I don't think all of it will go in here, but that's the plan anyways. So I'm gonna keep going as long as it doesn't start raining, and hoping to get it done this weekend. Even if it just starts to spit, I'll keep going. But if it starts to pour rain, I can't really do much. So we just went over to the lumber yard, and we got some 2x4s here. So what I'm gonna do, these are gonna be more than strong enough, so I'm just gonna cut them to length, whatever that length is, and then I'll just double it, and then I'll use those for my posts. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, why are you doing that? That's not the right way to do it. Well, that's the way I'm doing it. So yeah, that's gotta be right. 47.5. I guess we might as well square it up. Doesn't need to be. It's not going to make sense being square, but why not, right? There. And if anybody does this type of stuff outside, if you've got DeWalt tools, like if you got DeWalt batteries, this cordless, I think it's just a 6 1/4, I think is what it is. 6 1/2. Cordless DeWalt circular saw. They're great to have around. That way you don't gotta haul around the extension cords. So I'll just show you what I'm gonna do here. Move the level out of the way. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of you seeing this are probably thinking that's a heck of a shoddy way to do it, but that's all I'm gonna do right there. I'm gonna screw those two into the post, and then I got a strap piece of, well, the cutoff for this I can use on this side, and then I'm gonna have to cut a new one for the other, and then I'm just gonna patch it in behind here. Actually, I might go this way instead, because that way it'll give me room for when I go to put the boards on. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So that's how I'm doing that. And I think it'll work just fine. 3-inch deck screws. And I know, yeah, should use nails because they don't have, screws don't have any shear resistance. But at the time when I built this mill shed, I didn't have my air nailer, which I have one now, but I'm not going to use it because I gotta pull the air hose out. This beam is not real true. It's, as you can see here, there's a big chunk of wane on it, but I'm really not worried about it. So I put this whole shelter together with I think it was 4-inch or 5-inch screws. I can't even remember. When I moved here, the previous owner, he was a woodworker, and well, it was actually the woodworker's son that owned it. But anyways, I talked to the son, and I told him anything you don't want to move or whatever, just leave it. And I just said I will deal with it. So I gotta get a new bit. But anyways, so he left. I don't even know where they were from, but he left a great big grocery bag full of these 5-inch wood screws with like a special washer on them. I don't know if I got any. Yeah, I do. I got it right there. You can see it. I'll show you. So I don't know if you can be able to see that or not, but right up there, right there, you can see there's like a concaved washer on that screw head. And so yeah, he left a whole bag of those screws, and it was full. Like, it was heavy to lift. So I ended up using pretty much all those screws when I built this, and they worked great. And I haven't had a problem with this shelter since I built it. Now my new shelter I built, I have my nail gun then, so I just, it's all nailed together. I will let the put the jack down first, or maybe I'll let the tension off the tractor. See what happens from there. Kind of get it to settle in its spot. I don't think it's going to move much though. So, see if I can get it back here. Don't even need to start it. I can just let the pressure off it. No, maybe I'm gonna have to start it. It's just the angle it's on. It's not that. I just let the tension off the rope there and it didn't really move at all, so that's good. So I'll unhook that rope now and then I can reach it. Oh, I'm gonna need a block to stand on. Like I was saying, my old man was he had his own tree business for years there, and he was always teaching us how to do certain knots and with a rope, so that when you go to untie it, it doesn't get so tight that you can't undo it. I'm sure a lot of you have been there. You go to undo a rope, you think you got your knot good, and then you go to undo it, and it's cinched so tight that you can't get it undone. So it's nice to know certain knots. There's plenty of very simple knots to remember. That was just a running bow line there, and now this rope's getting pretty. It's red and black. It's probably, I would say, probably a 1/2 inch rope. So we're just watching the chickens. They're kind of freaking out. Making sure a fox isn't around. The first chickens we had a few years ago, a fox got all of them. Well, not all of them. They got all of them except for, I think it was 5 or 6, I think it was. But so now I keep the 22 handy. I just keep it in the shop, ready to go. One way over there. But yeah, no, anyways. Okay guys, so I just thought I'd do a little video here. I just got it pretty much finished up. I got all the beams done. I put some corner bracing on the posts, and I put some fresh gravel on the floor. I just got to rake that out and make it somewhat flat and level, and then I can bring the skids in that I have. And now the skids that I have are 4 feet wide, and I think this is about 6 feet wide, so I'll be able to do one row of skids right tight to the back, and then I'll probably just end up putting some boards down on the front. But I think I should be able to get 4 rows in here, no problem. And I'm gonna pile it as high as I can reach, or as high as it'll go anyways. But yeah, so that's a good job done. What else was I gonna say? I think that's, yeah, no, I think that was about it. I'm just gonna leave those. Oh right, so I want to put. I'm gonna mill some boards up, and I'm gonna put one on the bottom, right across, and then I'll just space them evenly. Not sure what I'm gonna. It's whatever I can get out of the log, really. I don't really care what size the boards are, but I'll just leave about a 3-inch gap in between the boards for airflow, and then that would be about it, really. I got it all tightened up over there, so it's attached to the new mill shed, and yeah, that's about it for this project. Actually, I might what I might do is, you can see how there's a gap right on the bottom board here, so I might just mill up. I don't think I'll be able to mill up another 18-inch wide board, but maybe I got a few, I think they're like 1x7s or something like that, so probably two or three along the bottom there, just to kind of close it in, so that when I go to stack the wood, it doesn't just want to fall out the bottom there. Same on this side. I might only get 2 on that side because it's a bit higher, just the way the grade is. So, but I'll close that in, and then I'll close the back in, but leave enough room for the wind to go through. I won't be using those big wide 18-inch boards. I'll probably just go with like a, well, it depends what I got on the mill. I got a log on the mill right now, and I might be able to get, oh, I don't know. Just judging by just looking at it right now, I might, by the time I square it into a cant, I might get maybe a 10-inch board out of that, which is okay. It's plenty long enough, so it'll work good. It probably won't do the whole thing, but it'll get a good start on it anyways. But yeah, so that's I just figured I'd show you what I was doing here. This used to be my old sawmill shed for my old sawmill, and I figured rather than just letting it kind of go to waste, it was kind of just a shelter to store some live edge lumber. But it stopped the rain from hitting it, but in the winter the snow, it didn't really stop the snow because the snow blows around, right? So yeah, so I'll just I'm gonna I got some more trees down in the bush that I'm actually gonna go pull out, and I'll bring them up here. Well, it's actually drying up fairly nicely, so I haul them across the river in the wintertime, and then just so they're across the river, a bit short of a run. So I built this log hauler. It's kind of a mess around here. Still kind of getting stuff organized. So I built this log hauler. I got my tongs on the back here, right there, and I got a chain as well. And then I just got a simple hand winch to pick the butt of the log up, and then I got a hitch on the front there. You can't really see it, but there's a 2-inch ball there. So I just hooked that onto the four-wheeler or the side-by-side, and then haul it into the bush. So doing it that way, I can get the I can lift it up pretty high off the ground, so it's not dragging through the mud. You can pretty much haul it up almost 3 feet off the ground. So you're really only dragging the last couple feet of the log, which is nice. So I'm gonna try and get that, but I gotta move all this shit first. The chipper, my box blade, I'm actually gonna put that on the tractor so I can switch that over. And then I got my Woodland Mills ATV trailer, which I need to move. I should be able to move that by hand. It's not real heavy. And then I should be able to get this out, and then I'll hook it up to the bike, which is the most convenient right now, especially for where the logs are. It's kind of in a bit of a tight spot, so it's just easier to maneuver rather than using the Defender.